to see that. It's really going to further the sport and establish it as a legitimate athletic event.
Absolutely, and it's really moved from the image of kind of that roughneck, no rules kind of thing to a real technical, intelligent sport.
Absolutely.
Where you have to understand that it's a chess match first.
That's right, that's right. We're taking the extreme out of extreme fighting and just making it fighting.
Yeah.
306 hip-hop skates.
I mean, you got to remember, our sport is called mixed martial arts, you know?
Absolutely, and we can tell by the sellout crowd here tonight that there's a good fan base here in Regina, Saskatchewan. Saturday Night Fights doing a great job. AJ Scales out of Complete MMA, the head instructor there, part of the promotion team here tonight. And you guys actually, you and AJ have known each other for about 6 or 7 years now?
Yeah, we go way back, actually. We trained together first in Vancouver, where I first met him, and after we kept in touch throughout the years. And last year, I needed somebody with with a body type like him to help me out for my fight in UFC against Xavier Fupapokam, the Professor X. And I flew him down, and I mean, we've been even better friends ever since. We trained in Brazil last year together for a month, you know. So it's a pleasure to see him do this and put on this this great event like this and giving these young kids a chance to safely compete.
Absolutely. So the next fight we have coming on here today is a grappling match, I believe. Keith Katona. So we see he's not coming in with any gloves or hands typed or anything.
That's right. It's going to be purely submission and grappling. Really, hopefully it'll be a nice display of technique by both these kids.
Yeah, so this is earlier in the night. These are the rules for the grappling. The takedowns will be awarded 2 points. Passing the guard is awarded 3 points. Knee on belly is 2 points. The mount dominant position is 4 points. The back grab, can you explain the back grab?
The back grab, also known as taking the back, is simply when you get behind an opponent and wrap both legs around him for control, usually resulting in a choke or an armbar. You know, it's a very dominant position. It's hard to get. That's why you get a little bit more points than the other positions.
Cool. And then
It is a submission grappling match.
And 2 points for the sweep.
Jason Schiffner.
No points will be awarded for reversals.
Yeah, that's a little bit controversial, awarding points for reversals. There used to be points for reversals. You know, now they've taken it away because basically, I mean, sometimes it's hard to determine what exactly is a reversal. Just because you escape a submission or there's a scramble and one fighter ends up on top, then he ends up getting points. So that rule was taken out. It'll make for a little bit more of a competitive bout.
Absolutely. And
here we got AJ Scales, the man himself, bringing his fighter into the ring.
And we hear, so when we do the interviews with the fighters and talk to them, Dennis, we hear them speak so highly of guys like Jesse, the Kenora coach, and the Kenora MMA, and then we hear the guys just talk so highly of AJ and his coaching style and really being there to help him and really getting into their faces when he needs to make them better. Sometimes that has to happen, and especially in this type of sport, it's necessary. So this is a typical grappler stance?
Absolutely. A little bit lower. You don't have to worry about punches, and you want to attack the legs, go for takedowns. So it's more, exactly, it's more for freestyle wrestling and takedowns. Here we just saw a nice takedown attempt by Schiffner, stuffed by Katona. Now both jockeying for a bit of a clinch position. Keith Katona looks like he's got some, very nice spin around by Schiffner, very fast. Immediately gets the half guard. I like how he trapped the leg between his legs, didn't give his opponent a chance to re-guard fully. Now has good top control. Katona needs to get an underhook here with his left arm or somehow get a sweep or submission in reverse.
Katona's on the bottom and his left arm needs to hook?
Yes, he does. Around his body.
Right.
Then we call an underhook. Right now he has a Kimura locked up. Not super dangerous for Schiffner, but it does keep him occupied in there. He just escaped it, so now he can work on advancing his position a little bit.
Right.
Now there he is working the underhook, doing the smart thing, very nice. Almost had it, just got it stuffed. It's such a technical thing. Here, another Kimura right there. These kids are not wasting time.
Not wasting time and going for it. And I'm just so impressed with the level of talent with the young amateurs. And it just seems like the coaching and the training and everything is so much better than we've seen maybe 10 years ago when this is. And this sport has really become something that I think that kids are really getting into. A lot of times we'll hear stories about bullies in the school system, and a lot of little kids, you know, sometimes get bullied, and you hear some stories that are actually ones you don't want to hear about. And then when they're able to defend themselves or just learn how to do a rear naked choke maybe, then put someone out real quickly without hurting them at all.
Absolutely.
Then maybe that's a good defense for the whole bullying thing. And
Yep. It's a whole new generation of fighters now, you know. They're born and their sport already exists, so they're growing up into it.
yeah.
You know, I mean, as a professional fighter, I can tell you that the game, the style of MMA overall, worldly, changes weekly. You know, it used to be it would change once a year, but every week there's some new phenom and doing new things, you know, that really revolutionizes the sport and the way that people train. Here, by the way, back to our fight, we have Jason Schiffner, who's now on the bottom. I'm sorry, on top, but he's Katona has regarded fully. So let's see if he can mount some offense.
There you go.
Trying to go with a leg hook here and create some leverage. But Schiffner not having any of it. He needs to pass now to create a little bit more points. He is ahead. Here he is trapping the leg here, trying to advance, playing a tight jiu-jitsu game.
So it's the little movements now that actually give you the beginnings to getting out of positions now that I think that we're seeing. They don't have these wide sweeping movements.
Very nice pass here.
Great
that should be 2 more points, I believe. No, 3 points. And yes, to get back to what you were saying, it is all the details that make it the decision. Like I tell my students, it takes 1,000 little moves to make one simple technique, and it's true. You need all these details to make a simple technique function. You almost locked the back there. And he only has 1 hook. He can work the choke. He has it fully.
Yeah,
I don't think he's getting out of it. He has it. Very nice display of technique. Good jiu-jitsu. AJ Scale should be proud of his athlete. He did very well.
Absolutely great grappling match. Lots of very good techniques. This could definitely, this is the type of skill we'd see in a pro level fight, I think.
Absolutely. Very good grappling here by Katona.
And like you said in the fighters meeting, these are the fights you're going to remember as an amateur, and they will be the ones that make you decide, listen, do I want to continue in this and go pro, or do I want to do something else? And I think that we're seeing a high level of talent, and even the guys that aren't winning tonight should be proud of their performance so far and should definitely continue on the path. There's nobody outmatched here yet tonight.
Here we have a very good positioning displayed by Katona here at a WAMMA. And he just took the back. Good hip control, working his legs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a winner at 3:30.
Schiffner is trying hard to escape, but I think he's already caught in the choke at this point. Yes, here we go. And a win that Katona can be proud of. Defeating an opponent coming out of complete MMA school with a very strong reputation.
And so just so some of our viewers may not understand how exactly the rear naked choke works, I still get that question from people that are just getting